Good morning. This week, WHO is celebrated World Antibiotic Awareness Week. Now, we are going to discuss why Antibiotic Awareness Week WHO is celebrating, what is the importance, and what they focus on, or what is the main objective. First, main things is it is a global health and developmental threat. It requires urgent multi-sectoral action in order to achieve the Sustainable Development Goal. WHO is declared this antimicrobial resistance is one of the top 10 global public health threats facing the humanity. We need to underline this point. 10 global public health threat facing who? Humanity. That main aim is nothing but to increase awareness of global antimicrobial resistance and to encourage best practice among the general public, health workers, and policymakers to avoid the further emergence and spread of drug resistance infection. The scope of World Antimicrobial Awareness Week 2020 has been expanded, changing its focus from antibiotic to the more encompassing and inclusive from the antimicrobials. We'll see incidence rate. Presently, approximately 7 lakh cases antibiotic resistance bacteria cases reported, and in 2015, approximately 10 million cases we can predict. And the famous scientist Alexander Fleming words, the time may come when penicillin can be bought by anyone in the shops. Now it's really it happened. We can bought any of the antibiotics. It available in any shop, medical shop. I mean, there is the danger that the ignorant man may easily underdose himself and by exposing his microbes to non-lethal quantities of the drug make them resistant. Make them resistant. That is happening nowadays. So antimicrobial resistance is that cases is going to increase nowadays. And one of the dangerous things, the world highest antibiotic using country is nothing but our India. When I will show you, this is one of the scenario is really happened in New Delhi. That person name is Lalit Kumar. Now name is changed. He have 16-year-old. That case is happening 15th August 2018. His diagnosis septic shock. He admitted in ICU, but they given antibiotic. But after fourth day also that fever is not reduced. We'll see what result they got. Kumar body was loaded with two pathogens, one in his lungs and other in the bloodstreams. Both of them were multi-drug resistance bacteria. His bloodstream and lung have the multi-drug resistant bacteria. That's why his problem is not solving whatever they're doing. The doctors believed the patient might have acquired the pathogens during the previous hospital visit. They had to act quickly, so they wrapped up the fight with the new varieties of the antibiotics, including mildly toxic drugs like polymyxins, virtually the last line of the defense. This is the antibiotic side effect. So, knowing the thin line between the use and abuse, erythromycin for fever, azithromycin common cold. So, any of the antibiotics, if it is using the overdose for small disease, nowadays everyone is using. Even doctors also prescribing for easy cure that antibiotic. So, it will come the antimicrobial resistant world. So, be aware regarding this antibiotic. We'll see one of the WHO video.
precious medicines indiscriminately in humans, plants, and animals. Some of us realized we could develop a defense to these antibiotics. Humans call this phenomenon antimicrobial resistance. We call it taking back control. Now the disease-causing bacteria, can spread wider and faster where disorder, dirt, and disorganization reign. It's great for us when you have poor hygiene and don't use water and soap. We love when you flush your unused antibiotics down the sink or toilet. They join our already huge colonies in your wastewater and river systems and make us stronger. Poorly managed hospitals are good for us. In these places, we're free to multiply and become new ruthless killing machines. Antibiotics given to animals not to control or treat disease, but to make them grow faster, create new armies of bacteria that become increasingly resistant. The beautiful thing is that the simple contact between infected animals and humans can allow us to spread. We can also circulate in contaminated food, on plants, in the soil, and in water. We can be everywhere. We've regained some of our old powers. However, I am becoming very worried. Our enemies are starting to work together. International organizations and countries are starting to coordinate all sectors, from human, animal, and plant health to agriculture and food safety, to halt our glorious expansion and stay on top. They explain to people that we can be stopped by using antibiotics, as per doctor and veterinarian's advice, and not for growth promotion, by adequate wastewater management, and by having proper hygiene and cleanliness at the hospital and at the farm. Humans could become wiser, keep us down. A disaster. Imagine if everyone listened to their advice. I am no longer safe. My ability to resist antibiotics could disappear. Don't let antimicrobial resistance take control. Be responsible when using antibiotics.
So I have sincere request for small fever, sore throat, cough. If it necessary, we can use. Otherwise, please won't use antibiotic. Thank you. Have a nice day.